Hi, my name's Dave. I'm getting a stoma fitted next week, so I thought I'd make a vlog. So if you're going through the same thing, hopefully it'll help you, give you an insight into sort of what's involved, and you'll be able to see the sort of the procedures and give you a bit of an understanding, really. And if you're the person supporting that person getting the stoma, it will help you to understand what they're going through, maybe some of the feelings and the emotions and all that kind of stuff. So, let's say I'm having mine done next week, but I'm going to take you back to December last year when my journey began. My first trip to the doctors, really. I've been getting blood in my stools for a couple of months, and then December, after my wife had convinced me to go to the doctors, I went and saw her. Felt a bit bad going to the doctor, feel like I'm wasting their time. And she pretty much dismissed it, said that I'm too young for it to be anything sinister. Took some bloods, a couple of days later they came back negative, so she wasn't too worried. So we got on with Christmas. Over Christmas I managed to lose a good amount of weight, getting on for £10. So December, January, over Christmas, losing that amount of weight was a little bit of a concern. Still getting blood in my stools. So went back to the end of January, but this time I took my wife with me to sort of really hit home the point of how I'd been suffering at home. She took more bloods and referred me this time to the hospital, especially once I'd explained that my mum had anal cancer at 44, which is also quite young. So, with me being 44 as well, it kind of highlighted an issue maybe for her, so that was good. The blood test that she took again that time came back negative as well. So, but I've been referred for a sigmoidoscopy. That's where they put a tube into your colon, but only the first part, just to have a quick look, really. Didn't hear anything from the hospital for a couple of weeks. Went back to the doctor, and they managed to expedite it. So got through to the hospital again, met the consultant, and he upgraded it from a sigmoidoscopy to a colonoscopy. So he was quite concerned about what was going on internally, and I've been getting some pain around the colon area, really. So that was the 2nd of March. I went back to the doctors, met the consultant on the 13th of March, and they're all fairly concerned, put through as urgent, top priority, really. They also referred me for a ultrasound to see what was going on, just to sort of tick all the boxes, I guess, really, make sure they hadn't missed anything. So that was useful. I had my ultrasound on the 18th of March, the day before my colonoscopy, which was the 19th of March. So, the results all coming back at the same time was pretty good. The colonoscopy didn't really go as I had expected, really. They found over 120 polyps, which is apparently very, very rare, because when I was getting booked in, they said they might find one, maybe two. To find 5 is very, very rare. So once I had the tube inside me, and although you're sedated, you can hear everything they're saying. You're fully aware of what's going on. To hear him get bored of counting 120 polyps was really quite a concern for me. And then once I was in recovery, they came round and explained what the polyps were, and they said my likely diagnosis was FAP, which is familial adenomatous polyposis. And they also at that point requested a CT scan. I had that done a couple of weeks ago, and that came back negative as well, so that was good. So it literally is just the colon. I haven't got any cancerous cells as such. They're all precancerous from the biopsies that they took, so that was good news. Although they don't want to wait too long, because they took 2 biopsies. One was pretty large, so they don't want to leave that one to give it the chance to become cancer. So that was, that's one of their major concerns at the moment. So they offered me 2 choices. The first one was they remove the colon but plumb the small intestine into the part that's left, so you still go to the toilet. My worry with this was I've got a lot of polyps, the surgeon said, in the part of the rectum that they would keep. You have to go back every year for sigmoidoscopy, and they check it. There's still a risk of cancer, if they miss anything, or it could develop in that year in between sigmoids. The other option was to have a stoma fitted. So the operation I'm having is a proctocolectomy and end ileostomy. So they remove the whole colon, and then they stitch me up. So I won't use the toilet at all. I'll be going using a bag, effectively, which presents another set of problems. But there's no risk of cancer, which we decided was the sort of the best option, really. The thing with FAP is it's genetic, so I don't really know my dad's side of the family at all. I have no history on that side, so this wasn't picked up early because we didn't know anything about it, really. We've got 3 boys. They're 14, 18 and 20. We have an appointment with the genetics team later this week, so that's going to look into what needs to be done on that side of things, but I'll keep you posted on that once we spoke to them and with the later videos. Later today I've got my pre-op. I've had a telephone pre-op, but this time I'm going for my final pre-op, take some bloods and things like that, so I'll do another little video later on and keep you posted. I hope you find it of use, and stay safe everyone.